All right, everybody, we are live. Thank you for tapping in with the family function. I am the boss of the family, JT.
I am Ayo Mahala, or just Mahala for short. How y'all doing?
I am RaineFireMoon,
I'm just a fish
aka
from Florida. They call me Nemo.
Oh my God, you was talking the whole time. You so low.
And we
My
also
bad. I don't know
have
what's going on, but I'm here.
Yo,
I didn't have to mimosa already. It's gonna be lit, y'all. It's
that's
rain.
what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking
Mimosa
about.
season is definitely here. It's definitely
Okay, we here with the family.
That's
Cheers.
a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. When it's a family, it is what it
here.
is.
So toast to you, Rain.
But we get to sit down with RaineFireMoon, and I am excited. Moon, I don't know if you know this or not, but you were part of the first interview I ever did in battle rap.
Mm-hmm.
Back when I was with the other group, and you was part of that, and so to be able to sit down with you, with me here with the family, I can't wait for it.
Yeah.
And I'm excited. I'm excited. Anytime we get to chop it up, it's always a good day. It's always a good day.
Yeah.
How you feeling today, though? How you feeling today?
I feel good. I drove into a ditch today. Ate some today. Having a mimosa. It's a good day.
Just gonna slide that in. I just drove into a ditch, but it's been a good day. It's been a good day. Not for the fucking ditch of the car. It's been a good day.
Start off
Been a good
like, I'm having a great day. Yeah, I drove into a ditch, but it ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? Ruin, you my
No
dog, but damn.
Like, damn, you said that like a regular conversation. Like, I drove into a ditch, but I'm alive, so cool.
Oh my god!
Look,
My
we
day.
ain't say nothing about it. We don't know nothing about it. Yeah.
Don't know nothing about it. Don't know nothing about it. That's what's up. That's what's up. But Moon, you know how it is when you chopping it up with us. It's regular standard shit. This is a day off. Talking to Moon is a day off. It's a day off because it's like talking to your peoples down the block. And you down to earth like that. So that's why we really fuck with you like we do, because you is that down to earth person. You is that down to earth person, and I appreciate you. We appreciate you. But let's go ahead and let's get into some shit real quick.
Okay.
So we had a question that was asked earlier. RaineFireMoon. I know this answer, but a lot of people don't. How did you come up with the name RaineFireMoon?
So I do consider myself more of a spiritual being. And manifesting affirmations, speaking life over the things that you want, things that you desire. RaineFireMoon for me. So RaineFire comes from one, me being a fire sign. I'm a Leo, big July shit. Okay. It's my birthday. So that's a fire sign. My rising and my moon are both Aquarius. And so those are, it is a water sign, and it also explains how I internalize my feelings, so I still have a fiery attitude, even though I may be emotional about something like rain and fire. It also reminds kind of like metaphorically, like the Olympic eternal flame, like it never goes out. And then moon is something that I've always been attracted to. I was born on a Monday. All the planets rule a day of the week, and on Monday is ruled by the moon on Mondays. So it's just something that just really just came to me one day, as nothing I've tried to come up with. It just kind of came to me like, this makes sense. And just added an extra E for the rain. So something, and aesthetically it looked fine. So yeah, that's where it came from.
You said you born July. What day?
Yeah. The 24th.
That's crazy.
That's wild to me.
Like, the family has mostly July babies in it.
Yeah.
Me, twin, Bella, turn up. Like, there's like 18 people born in July in the family. God,
24 from July 24th. Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yes.
Nemo, if you get a chance, check the StreamYard chat, please. Suggestions for your delay. either to leave and come back in.
Okay, so that's dope.
But Moon, so let me ask you this: how was battle rap? How did you come to battle rap? Were you a fan of battle rap before you started? Because I got a follow-up question to that about where you started. But how did you how did you come to battle rap? Were you just a music fan who gradually migrated to battle rap, or what?
I was a fan of battle rap first. I got into battle rap around 2011, 2012. My first battle I ever saw was K-Shine vs. Pass. Back
Oh, wow.
words. That was the first battle I watched. After that, like I was in college at the time, in undergrad. I remember cutting class for like that whole day. I didn't go to classes that whole day. What is this? So it was definitely, I missed the Smack DVD era. I missed the uploaded round by round.
Right.
Getting the 3-round battles, but it was the long ass exclusive vodka or if you
Al Capone cigarillos.
all of these 5-6 minute, intros,
Facts.
if you ain't at the table, you on the menu, all that shit.
Yeah.
That's when I first got into battle rap, and then I started to so K-Shine is naturally one of my favorites. As well as Pass. And then I stumbled upon a Queen of the Ring sparring session. We see Yamaguchi and
already fire.
I forgot her opponent, but I was like, oh, women do this too. And I am a writer. Back then I was doing a lot of poetry. I was a theater major, so I was doing a lot of script writing, playwriting, lots of writing, treatments and stuff like that. So for me, it wasn't too far off.
Right.
But how I got into it, I finally, so for like being real, right? I finally decided to play the main character in my own life as opposed to the supporting character in other people's lives, right? So I would support other people in their music, whether it was producing, helping them find studios, even ghostwriting songs for certain people. And after a while, you see them not being serious about it, or you feel like it's not being done to a capacity where you feel like you're lending your time and your talent out. So for me, and being a single parent and, dropping out of college after finding out I was pregnant, like 12 credits short of graduating, I dropped out, right? So I was just feeling like this was outside of culinary school and becoming a professional chef. This was something else that I wanted to do. It was still part of performing. I was assigned actress. I was assigned, choreographer. I'm a retired dancer now. So for me, it was about finally doing something for myself that I know that I loved, that I felt like I could do. Because I'm never going to embarrass myself. Like, if you know you can't do it, that's not true. Go ahead and get that up. But I just felt like this was something I could do. And that's why I came out with the blue hair, like the whole spiritual thing with your chakras. The blue is for your throat chakra. I was using my voice finally for myself. So that's where all that came into, how it tied in together. And I haven't looked back since. So
nothing wrong with that. Not a thing wrong with that. Go ahead, Mahalo, jump in.
So this goes back. You said you do a lot of things, which once again, I know Moon, but I don't know Moon. So that's actually dope. I'm finding a lot of stuff about you even now.
Right.
What's your Mount Rushmore battle rap? Men and women. Let's talk about it.
So top 5?
Top 5, top 4, whatever you prefer. This your interview, sis.
So top 5 dead or alive will always be K-Shine.
Okay.
Hollow the Don.
Okay.
JC.
Okay.
40 Bars. Jazz the Rapper. And I just can't go like, I can never do a 5. Like I always have to include those 2 women. Always. Like if I had a swinging door, it would be Hollow.
I understand.
That actually makes sense with how Hollow that makes
so those are my top 5.
I'm not mad at that.
That's tough. Like she said, I rock with. Shouts to Moon, man.
You got the Kingpin, Chilla Jones. Got JC, who has just I've truly enjoy watching him grow, and even watching him now, like, kind of almost find his footing in where he fits now with the new guys, going back and forth with them, and how the vets are giving the shot to not the younger guys, but to the newer class of guys. It's interesting to see him find his footing in that place because of
Right.
who they are. So that's always interesting. And Hollow is just unorthodox as hell. I mean, you don't know. You just don't know. You know what I'm saying? But it's always entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
It's always something witty. Um, I love Hollow. And then 40 Bars and Jazz the Rapper. I mean, they are staples in female battle rap. When you can't talk about female battle rap without mentioning either of them. Um, so yeah, that's my Mount Rushmore.
Okay. So you came through, and you came through a good era, because I from just listening to the people on your Mount Rushmore, it shows me that, because I'm a student of battle rap.
You,
I'm a fan of battle rap. I've been around battle rap since 04, 05, 04, 05, whenever Scribble Jams was started, like 106 Park Scribble Jams, that whole shit, that was me. So you came through an era that your favorites and the people that you revere, you have some solid people on there. So I that tells me that your knowledge is where it's at, is where it needs to be, especially with you just starting out. Like I fuck with that.
yes.
So now I got to ask you, and then I'm gonna toss it to Nemo, but I gotta ask you this. Was your first battle in the space?
My very first battle was in the spaces against on EFM. Every fucking meme for people who didn't know, man.
Facts.
So for the EFM era, my first battle was against a woman named Majestic. So we were the first women to battle. The first card, people, it was all guys. And I was like, yo, these dudes can't rap. It don't sound good. Like, do they not know what battle rap is? And I was like, you know what? Show them that you know what it is. And so I think I contacted Greedy Gotti.
Right.
And from there, he was like, sure, queen. You know, how he always spoke to the ladies. And I got on the next card, and I went against Majestic. And I just remember I wrote for a whole week. I mean, I wrote for a whole week. I was so nervous. Nothing I thought. I second guessed everything. Because I wasn't like sure how to set up no punches, or, I just remember watching K Shine back and back and back and back and back and back and back. I was watching, I think I watched Hollow like 2-3 times back and back, just trying to just think of things to say. And finally I got to a place where I was comfortable with it, regardless of what happened. So, and just being a theater major, having a photographic memory, it helped when I had already, memorized this, because I had been going over it so much. And so that's how, I became such a great battler in the spaces, because I didn't sound like I was reading or trying to recite something. I really memorized everything that I wrote. So I would just be standing up in the middle of the floor with my phone in a stand, and like a ring light stand, and I would just be like rapping to my phone like I'm in the studio. I didn't have paper. So, and that's why I became, when EFM was around and had their top 10 list, I was always in top 10. I don't think I was ever anything below 7 anytime that they did rankings. So yeah, that's how I started.
And before I toss it to Nemo, I do want to give recognition where recognition is due. EFM started battle rap spaces as far as battling in battle rap spaces. There would be no family without EFM, and I'm not saying that as in regards to anything that may have went down. I'm just giving credit where credit is due. That we would not be here doing what we're doing without them laying the foundation for it. And shout out to them and people like yourself for battling on spaces. So I'm gonna give you your props for that. Go ahead. No, you straight. You straight. Nah, real quick. We're getting ready to go into our promo spot. Mahala, my brother.
Yeah.
You are up.
Hey, for those out in the reading, please go check out my sister Ray, The Modern Melanin, Ex's Remorse is on Amazon right now. Go get your read on. It's okay to read. Battle rappers do like to read. Also, Ella Bella Treats at Twitter. Please go follow that page. They coming out with some fire stuff for those that's into the THC, all that good stuff. Hey, my boy Wordsmith, New York, what up? Follow him on Twitch at twitch.tv/wordsmithmusic. The Smith is spelled Smiff. Also, if you could please follow my sister Takara's YouTube page at Your Local Vibe Dealer, and she got a Sheen code for those who like to shop, Takara15. Please go give her a subscribe, a like, a follow, all that. Stop. Boo. You BSing right now if you don't. And last and not least, please, your boy got a business out here. I'm out here making detail money. You got a car, a boat, a RV, hell, concrete, a house. I will detail all that at royaltymobileautodetail.com, and I'm on Instagram. You see that at the bottom? Royalty Mobile Detail. Stop playing. Book me. Tag me, bro. Thank you, JT.
I cannot stand this stuff.
Oh, but yo, JT, I'm the pro.
You're straight. I can't take him seriously.
Let's not
does.
forget that he come. Let's not forget that to bar mitzvahs. He comes
Yo, yeah,
to
bar
birthday
mitzvahs,
parties, your ex's funeral. He will detail your car at your grandma's house.
Yo. I will pull up to where you at. Just don't be like, yeah, I'm in California. I'm not doing that. You're gonna have to come to where I'm at. But yeah, I got you. If there's a battle rap function in the area, holla at your boy. See, Mimo, you all right with me. JT be hating on the brother, man.
Yeah, JT be.
Go ahead, Nemo. Jump in. What you got?
I'm gonna keep it 100. Yeah, I got a little delay because apparently my wife was there with me for a little minute, but I have one general question.
Okay.
Out of all of your battles, Moon, who was your toughest opponent?
My toughest opponent? I would have to say Joe Magee was probably my toughest. I just did that battle April 30th out in Oakland, the Westworld tournament that I was a part of. I didn't win. I was eliminated second or third. I think it was second round. I think there was only 3 rounds and then the final. So I was eliminated by Tomboy. But I still managed to get booked for the card as the only woman on the card. Joe Magi, I think that's how you pronounce it.
Joe Magi.
Yeah.
That's the dude. That's the dude that you was battling his beard.
Yes, I was battling his beard. And
I swear that's the funniest fucking picture. Go ahead.
Was 30th out in Oakland, California on Westworld. So shout out Foed Dev and Westworld. Thank you guys so much. And Joe, because that was it was a really great battle. I really didn't know how to prepare for Joe. Trying to come up with Joe flips that no one has said before. Right. Witty quips, you know how I write. So sometimes things mean something else than what you heard. And it was for 3 rounds. And so it was fairly stressful, but I'm proud of myself for that battle. And it's definitely going to be preference because our styles are so different, but we didn't let up on each other. It's like if I pressed the gas, he pressed it too. He came back with a rebuttal. I had one too. It was like I did my first rebuttal. I broke the room. It was something simple, you know, but it's the moment, the way you work it. Again, I went out there completely by myself. So I had to put on for myself, for Bars and Roses, for, you know, EGL, every goddamn line, shout out the gang, you know. So that was the toughest one. And because he wasn't letting up, you know, he didn't care about no height. He didn't care about me being a female. That man came to rap with me. So that was the toughest one for sure thus far.
Okay. All right. So we got some questions here. We're going to read a couple of these questions off real quick.
Do it.
And then we're going to get into some other shit because I got another set on the timeline I want to talk to you about. But
get
How
it.
do you feel about the current climate of battle rap, and how can it be improved?
The current climate of battle rap. How do I feel?
Yes. How do you
How do
feel?
I think it can be improved?
Yes.
I think the climate of battle rap overall um is in a good place.
Okay.
I think it's in a progressive lane. I think it's in that. I think it's in the I don't know how can I say this. It's like slingshot, right? And right before something propels in that direction, like just at capacity, right? So I feel like with shout out Bars and Roses as a new all female league, as OSBL in their top six, um, Chrome 23,
Right.
um, Easy having his own, throwing his own card. I think it's called TOS coming out of Chicago. You got the Florida movement. You got Hitman Holla with Bags and Bodies. You got John with the bullpen tournament. You know what I'm saying? People like Lou Castro, Danny Myers, Blue Cocaine, Don Lady. Shout out to Saturday Night Live that's happening, giving shots and opportunities to the newer battlers that's coming in, male and female. Um, you got Wody that just happened. All the girls still like, nah, if it ain't counting for the Wody, I ain't even taking it. I'm outside. You know, we got Hustle outside. We got Dome Impact, like URL's doing crazy things. ARP got this whole blue room. Like battle rap is really fucking lit.
Facts.
Battle rap is lit as hell.
That blue room
And
was tough.
regardless of if it's drama or if it's subtweets or if it's OTFMZ or let's talk battle rap, something is being talked about.
Mm-hmm.
Good, bad, or indifferent. Something's being talked about, something's being progressed. Conversations are being had about if battlers should be in contracts, if they should have certain loyalties to themselves or certain companies, working things into your contracts. Like conversations are happening,
Right.
conversations started. People are finally, understanding ownership rights and your likeness and copyrighting your names. Hint, hint. So you know what I'm saying? You have something that that is tangible from your intellectual property that we got to sit here and think of and go through and formulate.
Right.
We're not rocket scientists, but we could be with the shit that we got to come up with in a certain amount of time and for people to like it and be who we present ourselves to be. So I think battle rap is in a very progressive place to as far as improving it. I would say for the fans, like let the battle rappers be the battle rappers.
Ooh, talk about that.
You know what I'm saying?
Talk about that.
Everybody don't got to be so accessible to you.
Mm-hmm.
People can have some exclusivity about themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Everything don't got to be shared. Everything don't got to be talked about. Especially when it's like personal decisions that come down to what we put our name on the dotted line for. You know what I'm saying? We gotta think about ourselves and our life. Like, yeah, we here to entertain you. That's what we signed up for. But you know, taking you on the journey the entire way is not necessary. Um, and I was just say like, can you be nicer about it? I mean, I guess because like, do y'all always got to talk about how ass somebody is? And don't get me wrong, like I'm not saying gas nobody, but
Fact.
if it wasn't their best battle, I mean, y'all will kick a nigga when they down.
Talk your shit.
Bro, like I ain't never said nothing fire, like not never.
Right.
Yeah.
Like you
Who's
know,
an example of that? Who what battler can you give an example of a bad
bro,
performance?
if JC don't perform
Talk.
like he's ready to walk on water and part the sea every time
That was tough. That was tough, Rain. That
that
was tough.
they will say he's trash. They will say he's trash. If goddamn who else do they do like that? Who else?
Rock with no gun bars.
Swamp.
Yeah, Swamp is another one.
If
Yeah.
Swamp can't be your honor on a thousand on top of the who he was in the Tay Rock battle every fucking time.
That's a fact.
Then he back to the nigga that wears single sole Timbs and ain't shit and eat rap.
Single Soul Tales was a trip though, I ain't gonna lie. But you're right. You're right.
You know what I'm saying? Like y'all will just really just be like off with their fucking heads. So like to improve, like just have a little bit more sportsmanship the way we have to with each other professionally. Like
Right.
I mean, cause y'all want to get in the spaces and say any fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? And I know, I mean, since the space has been around, I know a couple of y'all done been ran down on because you talk a lot. So like, if you want to be tangible, know that tangible could get physical because it's tangible. So relax. But outside of that, I think battle rap's in a great place.
She brought it full circle. She's like, battle rap's in a great place.
Right.
Now, Moon, I got a question for you, sis.
Yes.
You could do a 2-on-2 with anybody in the world, male or female. Who would it be and why?
So like anybody, so not somebody from my class, but anybody.
Don't have to be anybody from your class. It can be anybody you want.
Female.
Open draft pick. What you got?
Moon, first pick for 2-on-2.
I would want, and this is because I really want to battle him.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this person would push not my pen, but push my mind.
Right.
Kid Chaos.
I'm not mad at that.
Kid.
I'm not mad at that.
I'm okay with that.
That makes a lot of sense because Chaos he's real wordy, but every word has meaning for him. So that makes a lot of sense with your battle rap identity. That makes a lot of sense. Okay. Yeah, sit that mimosa, girl. That was a good one. You had to sit
go ahead, get yourself. Yeah, that was good. That was good. We're gonna come back to these questions in a minute.
Okay.
But I gotta take you on a step on the timeline. So last year was really your first year in battle rap, right? So I don't know which came first. Which came first? Was it the Tay Rock No Entourage tournament, or was it the battle on the Kings versus not Kings versus Queens, but Queen of the Ring card, or the URL card presenting their future queens? That's what it was.
Future Queens was first. That was at the end of February. No.
Okay.
April.
End of April. Okay. Now who did you battle on that card? Talk about that. Yeah, because
So, oh my gosh. I just could not believe it when I got the call. I was like, me?
Right.
And I was having car trouble that morning. Like my car wouldn't start. Like I was getting somebody to give me a jump and everything. And when I got that call, I didn't even care. Like I just whole life called out of work. Like who cares? Fuck that job. You are.
But why? Click.
That is wild.
My very first, because it was Bills that called me actually, and my very first line of the entire battle was, "Bills called me." I said, "I'm not picking up. I got enough of those." Like, yeah, like it came
I like that
right then and there. So I was like, yeah, like when bars come to me out of nowhere, that's how I know they supposed to be.
Exactly.
You know, whether it's a punch or a setup, whatever. If it just comes to me like that, I know it's supposed to be there. But so I was scheduled to battle the Phoenix out of the DMV.
Okay.
Young girl. She had one battle. She had one battle that was just dropping footage, maybe a couple weeks after the call. But the day of the battle, they let me know that she wasn't anywhere to be found. She wasn't going to make it. So this was the day of, like, as I'm on my way to the venue, I'm thinking I'm running late.
Right.
I found out that I'm the only one that doesn't have an opponent.
Wow.
So I was fairly disappointed because this was like all of our URL debut. This is the first time URL ever had an all-female card, class, anything. So, it was like her story. We was really excited about it. And for me, it was like a bummer because she didn't show up. But I was very determined, very, very determined, to show and prove something. I wasn't going to be the only one not rapping that night. So Dejanti, shout out Dejanti, is my management. a lot of the guys from the league I was on at the time, Pyrex Battle League, they were there to support me as well. Um, and I think Spade had his camera on him, and I hadn't even really met him before. I just knew he was part of the league, and I was like, you know what? All the girls battle, like, don't go anywhere. Like, just come back to the parking lot by the cars. We're gonna turn the lights on. I'm gonna get some footage of something tonight. And he was like,
Right.
hey, bet. And I told Dejan, I told a couple of the vets, I told Caution, I told Shuni, Debo was out there. I told him, I told Bills, I told Kels, Rita, I told all of them, like,
Right.
and I was also networking the entire night as well while the other girls were on stage, you know. I was on stage for a couple of them. And so at the end of it, you know, some of them were like, you know, no, save that material for another time. Was like, you know, but I understood what they meant, and I did save some of the material because some of the material that I had, I ended up using in my Jay Gray battle. That
Okay.
well too. But as far as the part that was, you know, directed towards her, which was beginning like the first minute and a half of my first round,
Right.
that's what I went with instead. And
Right.
so everybody came out to the parking lot. My sister and her friends had their cameras. We sat in the parking lot. People had their lights on to their cars. Like I really, really thought I was in my own Disney movie. Like I was really finna like pop my shit, right? And so OTFMZ was there, 15 Minutes of Fame was there.
Right.
And so that's what you see on that clip. OTFMZ ended up posting it, 15 Minutes of Fame ended up posting it. I think that was the first time that I had like accumulated between 15 Minutes of Fame, OTFMZ, and my personal Twitter and Facebook 5,000 views.
That's what's
And
up.
and I was the first girl to get any views because I didn't have to wait for URL to edit and drop
Facts.
did it as a clip, or, you know, like the battle rap news clip. So
technically you essentially got a YouTube drop out of that.
I got it.
You got a multiple YouTube drop if multiple outlets picked it up. Like you really got exposure out of that. That was a good call.
And I felt, you know, I felt slighted almost. You
Right.
know, opportunity was taken away from me due to somebody else not being able to fulfill their end of, you know, the bargain. And for me, it was like, fuck it. If I gotta show up for myself, I'm gonna show up for myself, if nobody else. And I did that. So I did take their advice, not doing the, you know, and I wasn't about to sit there and rap for 5 minutes because it was a one round. But I was able to take something from it, make people look at me, make them know my name, get interested. This is whether you liked it or not, you watched it. You know? And then come to find out they dropped those battles on URL's Facebook page. Not a lot of people even had access to it or knew about it.
Wow.
Looks like really didn't even get their just due, you know, the views for it. But it looked like I got the short end of the stick, but I made the best of what I had that night.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. So coming out of that, you hit. Go ahead, Marlon.
No, go ahead, JT. Go ahead, bro.
I was just gonna say because because you know where this is getting ready to go. So coming out of that, you battle. Do you battle on Spaces after that?
Yeah, I don't think I stopped. Jay Gray was in June. I think after Jay Gray, I took 6 months off after Jay Gray.
Okay.
And I think that's where we can talk about it, where some things begin to happen. And the reason why I'm back the way I'm back now. But I think I may have done 1 or 2 more space battles after that, but I'm not sure.
Okay, so that actually seems more important. So let's get to that. You said you took a break. Is that something you want to talk about?
You know what? Yeah.
Okay.
Because I think people, they just don't know why. Right. So after Jay Gray, I had come to a decision for myself again. After the whole EFM blow up, the whole, drama with other battlers, issue after issue.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a Twitter thing.
Mm.
And I'm like, I've gone live. I've had 3 live battles at this point
Right.
because I had did in the beginning 2 with Lotto B. I had done I forgot the name of the card, but it was by Battle Rap Society in Atlanta by J2,
Right.
MK Ultra, um, and Jay Gray at this point. So I had battled live. And then the clips from the Future Queens weekend
Right.
are. So I was really on a roll, and I was being asked for these space cards that was happening, and I was declining, saying no. Um, I just didn't feel comfortable because I felt like I was always being played for the next best thing that the other battle rappers were co-signing.
Right. Okay.
And it also became, for me, it was like, do I keep writing the way I'm writing?
Mm-hmm.
Or do I tweak it and see what we come up with?
Mm-hmm.
So for me, it was time. I felt like it was the beginning of my career. It was only coming up on a year.
Mm-hmm.
And I was able, I felt like I was in a spot that I could pause, readjust.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like writing a paper. Like, okay, you 3 pages in, but you need to readjust the way it was structured before you keep going back. Before it's
Right.
too, now you got to start over.
Right.
I felt like I was in a space where I had built my name up enough to where if I took until December off from June, and a battle's probably not going to drop till mid-July, end of July, to let that go, promote it July, August.
Right.
Think about it, September through December is 4 months. It's not a long time for a battle rapper to sit out.
That's not.
But
That's good.
when you've come from spaces, people enjoy not supporting you,
Mm-hmm.
or they just don't like you,
Mm-hmm.
or the type of material you produce. And then because you're not in the spaces, not even conversing, you're just not in them at all,
Mm-hmm.
your name starts to be in the back of people's heads. People tend to forget.
Right.
Then you get all the new space girls coming out. Now you got Bags and Bodies, season 1 auditions. Then you got other girls coming out of the spaces like Neptune. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
I think I don't think Moni did any more battles after that.
I
Shouldn't
don't think she did because, yeah, I don't
have.
believe so.
Enough of the spaces. Then you started hearing more about the Lady Bricks, right? So
Mm-hmm.
that the Chrome 23 things.
Right.
So that's where people's eyes are. That's where people's mind is.
Right.
So for me, I needed to take the break to restructure how I was writing,
Mm-hmm.
to think of things differently when I write. The improvements I wanted to make, I felt like this is a good time to do it.
Right.
I'm not too far along in my career to do so.
Right.
But I did take a hit relevancy wise.
I get it.
So now that's why I'm as outside as I am. That's why I'm in the, not just the No Entourage tournament, but the relevancy tournament, the Westworld tournament. I'm in Saturday Night Live out of nowhere because it's keeping my pen sharp. It's keeping the things that I was working on, helping me improve them. So I felt like it was worth it, but they know now. And if they don't know, they go know.
That's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. I just want to say that I get what you mean by that because we had to do that with the family essentially. So I understand what you're saying. Like we was doing, I was doing something completely different, but I seen where it was leading. So we had to stop, pause, readjust, just like you said, and
Right.
took a little bit of a hit because we didn't do anything from September to, as a unit wise. Like, we were connected because we had 2 cards after September, but from September to March, we didn't do anything. And then really after December, we really didn't do anything
Right.
from January up until March because life be life. So
Yeah.
I totally I get what you're saying with the
And
pause.
it's spaces for a long time. Like there would be certain spaces I would sit in maybe 20, 30 minutes. But y'all come in and sit and, chop it up.
Yeah,
I was like, yo, there are really no spaces. There's I spoke to y'all individually, like you would
right.
say, hey, Mahalo would call in,
Yeah.
he personally, but there were no spaces. I was like, the Spice Girls then broke up. Like
That's a fact.
exactly.
So now let's get to some fun before we run the next promo spot.
Okay.
But you go into no entourage.
I just want to say I
Tay
hate
Rock's Tay Rock, Tay Rock has his own tournament, his own league. No one, everybody on this panel, myself excluded, it was in this tournament. Nemo was in this tournament, Mahalo was in this tournament, and Moon. The first round, you battle Mahalo.
truth.
What the fuck is a Mahalo? Is what I need to know.
Yo. Before you answer, sis, the backstory of this shit is the funniest shit. How she thought of the motherfucker. I think my brow sock because I was watching the Lotto B battle and the NK Ultra battle. I'm like, oh, Moon got a pin. Cool. Mind you, at this time I was long-winded as shit. Moon, please take it away, sis. How the fuck you think of that third with me?
Honestly, okay, so I was like, it was 3 90-second rounds. And this was my first tournament. And I was like, man, in 90 seconds, like my pen is intricate, but in 90 seconds, what do I do in 90 seconds? So that's another reason why I did the tournament, because it was gonna give me it was a challenge for me. So, and to see if I could hang with all these guys, because it was maybe 5 girls, maybe 4 or 5 girls out of all 16 slots. So I did some schemes. I did some baseball schemes. I did I forgot what the first round was about, but the infamous third round, what the fuck is a Mahala?
All the way up.
I want to know.
I was actually at another family member's house, the family member's house. I was at Spade's house, and I was like,
shout out to Spade. Spade's another member of the family. Shout out to Spade.
I was at Spade's house, and like we just bounce like creative ideas off each other all the time. And so he was setting up on the computer. He was writing for one of his rounds in the tournament as well, because he was in the tournament.
Right.
And just like writing. And I was third round, I had fucking writer's block. And I just remember getting so high and I was pissed off. And I was like, hey, yo, what the fuck is a Mahala? And
I got it.
And I was like, is that his name? And he was like, it's Mahala Lil. And I'm like, so why the fuck did they cut it off? And I just remember saying, Mahala, Manamana. That sound like a fucking Sesame Street character. And I just remember like just jotting something down.
I said, that's dope.
It's a Mahala. It's whatever the fuck I want it to be. What the fuck is a Mahala? It sounds like a Muppet that never made it off Sesame Street. I just start going in like everything that it thought it sounded like sound like a fucking candy bar, like a whatchamacallit. And I just was just falling out because I was pissed off. Like, what the fuck is this name? And I know people will give me grief. Like, is it rain? Is it rain fire? Like, what does it say? But Mahala was really pissing me off.
Mahala pissed Job off. If your Bible readers, Job. Mahala pissed everybody off. We ain't gonna get into that. But no, I understand your frustrations.
When I asked her about this round,
I was like, hell yeah, it's a whole round.
Bro, I asked her, I'm like, yo, how'd you think of that round? She's like, yo, same story. She's not capping. She was like, "Yo, your name pissed me off." I'm like,
It's
it's my whole name is Mahala Lil. Like, and then later I told her what it meant, like the biblical reference. She was like, "Oh, like she's
that
like,
that I was also listening to people call him Machete. So I'm like, so it's
Right.
heels in Mahala Machete. Machete Mahala what? Like, what the fuck is his name?
the man of mystery. That's all you need to know."
This story is going to be clipped and put on Twitter. I'm telling y'all this now.
So,
This is going to be.
so I wrote some Machete bars so I wasn't like completely off base in case the Mahala thing didn't go over. Like,
Right.
Writing about all of it, just not
Right.
because I didn't know which name was first.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, does Mahala mean machete in another language or so? Like, is it machete? Like, is it two knives? Like, what's happening?
Crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy.
That's a moniker because Jason Voorhees fan. So
yeah.
We gonna come back to that in just a second, but real quick, we get ready. We get ready to do some promo work. We got to pay some bills real quick. Currently, July the 21st, we have the family presents Bloodbath. We get ready to show you something real quick. Go ahead.
Who the fuck is this? Paging me at 5:46 in the morning. Crack of dawn and now I'm yawning.
Wipe the cold out my eyes. Main event, the Nemo versus the Fight Club champion, current ended finale, the champ of Fight Club, Wordsmith. Also seen on We Go Hard. Also follow his Twitch stream. My brother fighting my other brother at Family Presents Bloodbath. That is the main event. Please pop out for that. 8 o'clock Eastern time on the spaces. Make sure you're following the Family 22. And we appreciate that for y'all that do tune in. Battles will be on YouTube eventually, but if you want to see them when they first go down, make sure that you're in the listeners for this battle. Make sure that you're there for this card. Moon gonna be there. Moon always there. Moon always around.
I don't think she misses a
always around for
If I get the moon, she's there.
Even if I can't speak, I try to like tune in.
That's a fact. That's a fact. We fuck with Moon for her support. But real quick, we're gonna switch the tune of the interview up real quick.
Okay, let's
talk about some music. And then we got some questions relating to that here from as what I call the congregation. We got some questions from the congregation real quick.
Okay.
But before we get there, tell me about your music interest. Tell me about also you let something slip. You know, you got something coming on the way, mate. You know, something out there. So tell me what your music style is, who you grew up listening to, your music interest. Tell me a little bit about that.
Who I grew up listening to is hilarious. In sync.
Oh, you from that era? Okay.
Talk about it.
So my music was limited. I won't say limited, but it wasn't. It was basically what was on TV.
Mm-hmm.
What my mom bought. You know, the paperback CDs.
Mm-hmm.
You know, everybody's parents had the CD case.
Yep.
And eventually was a DVD case, and eventually you may have found a little bit of porn case. What? We're gonna get off track. Right. I'm kidding. So look, okay. So a lot of 90s music. I'm an 80s baby, so a lot of 90s music.
Talk your shit.
I definitely had my Spice Girl era.
Okay.
So I did have my boy band era. And then as I grew up and progressed, Chris Brown, lots of Usher, Destiny's Child. It wasn't until college I began to listen to rappers.
Okay.
I went to North Carolina Central University in Durham, North Carolina, and I was a theater major, and I was also on a dance team. I was on a couple dance teams. One dance team, our advisor, because you know you have some type of teacher advisor, was Ninth Wonder. And so Ninth Wonder had a studio there, and just kind of just small things, how small things manifest into your life that you never really pay attention to until,
Right.
until it's time. And so being around music, my sisters are musicians. Growing up in the church around music, being always a theater major, having to learn music, being a dancer, learning beats, having to learn music, cut music for shows, being in the band, listening to instruments now, how they sound. It was always something um, about music that I was just around and enjoyed. And it wasn't until I'd say before I got into the battle rap, like I was in spaces, but I wasn't rapping yet. I think I posted one or two freestyles on my Instagram just to see how well they went over. And they
Right.
seemed to do okay. And I was like, well, okay. They were TikTok videos of freestyles that I had wrote. And then I did the space battles. I did the Shabuya challenge thing that they had. I know me and Mallory X did it. Um, Shout out Bars and Roses. Dejan T has a challenge out for a woman to write the theme song for when the battles come on, for the channel, and you'll get royalties from that, for who can write that song. So I've done that. I've written that. I don't know if it's going to get chosen or not, but so far I am the only uh entry that has written. I am working on my own individual RaineFireMoon project.
Okay.
If I had to describe my sound, it's definitely um you feel good. It's the middle of the summer. You at the block party.
Mm-hmm.
The sun is about to go down and starting to set.
Mm.
The mosquitoes are just coming out. You just now starting to hear the crickets. And you can smell the honeysuckle in the air. That's what it feel like.
I ain't gonna lie, that sounds like a tough album. I'm not gonna
That's
lie.
home. That feel like home.
That's a July album.
That feel like home. That
Yeah.
feel like summertime Will Smith type shit.
Yeah.
That's some shit.
It
Yeah.
it
I'm
tastes
here for that.
like you got sweat on you, but it's just from the humidity and the whatever drink it is. You can hear somebody put their hand in the ice to grab something out.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
You know, vibe.
Okay.
That's a vibe.
That's a whole vibe. I fuck with that. So we got a question that wants
Yeah.
to know who would you want to collab with out of anybody that you have the option? Who is your one dream collab?
Oh my
Oh hell,
god.
I tell you what, give me 3 of them. Fuck it, we here.
Okay, that's crazy because I got one and he's
Mhm.
on and he's on.
Ah, okay.
My man JT, I see you, my boy.
So shout out Marv one.
All
Um,
right.
um, I do want to work with Appa.
Okay.
So Tim Sanders, I would love to shout out EGL.
Fact.
And honestly, I think it'd be interesting with Rada.
Ryder has some that Tales from the Whip.
Yeah.
That shit was fire. Y'all check out. Y'all say y'all a fan of these battle rappers. Y'all need to go
Yeah.
check. They rappers. Y'all need to go check out their damn music. Y'all piss me off with that shit. Go ahead.
Ryder got some great.
To Surf, Quartet.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes, shout out all of them.
Facts. Facts.
But yeah, so shout out Marv one. I would definitely want to work with Ryder
Mhm.
and Appa.
Fuck with that.
Yeah, I didn't know Appa made music till now.
I fuck
Appa,
with that.
Tim Sanders. What?
Yeah.
Price Just Went Up is his latest project. It's so fire. It's no skips on that thing. Like he a little toxic. See a toxic somebody in the relationship. He's the toxic nigga for sure. Like that's
Got
that.
you.
It's like it's
Got
Appa.
you.
him, but it really might be the same nigga. I don't know.
Got you. All right, Moon. So here's what we gonna do. Let me see. Did I get all the questions in the
You
thing?
did.
Do I have
And
all this?
unfortunately, Nemo had to go. So
I'm assuming, yeah.
yeah.
Okay, let's see. All right, yeah, I think we got them all. All right, so here's what I'm going to do, Moon. I told you we were going to do something special.
Okay.
And what I'm going to do, apparently today, someone decided to lean into the bullshit and create chaos. So he has battle rappers paired with main stage rappers.
I think I seen the
This is Capo's. I'm gonna give credit where credit's due. This is Capo Bravado at its baby Gator. Go give him a follow. You know, I'll go ahead because we're using his shit, so I'm gonna give him. You know, I'm gonna give him his just due.
So problematic to this timeline. Like he be going viral for all the craziest,
all the wrong reasons.
Fucking reasons.
All the wrong.
But all right, so here we go. The first on the list, Rum Nitty. I'm assuming he's calling him the equal to battle rap's Lil Wayne.
I knew he was gonna say it.
Agree, disagree, what we doing?
I am not. I am a Martian. I'm gonna agree.
Okay.
Alien to alien, I'm gonna agree.
Yeah, okay. Alien Martian, yeah.
Okay. Next, Sue Surf.
Okay.
Meek Mill.
You know I'm rocking with that one. To me, that's a fact.
Yeah, free Sue Surf, free the
wave, Jersey.
Free the fucking wave. That's a fact.
Meek Mill, Yeah. Okay. Surf ain't never had no straight backs, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, Tay-Rock, Tupac.
Why? No. Why?
Thank you. And no shout out to Rock. Rock, you my nigga. I fuck with you. You good peoples. But no.
But why? Because they're from Baltimore?
I don't know. I don't know the reasoning. I don't understand.
Because they're both skinny?
Because they're both black and come from a black mama. I don't know. Like, it don't make sense to me. I don't get it. I don't get this next one either, but we here.
The music isn't similar.
Not at all. Battle rap context-wise doesn't fit with pop.
The context isn't the subject matter isn't the same.
Nowhere close. Either version of Pac you use, that is nowhere close. If you go with black spiritual conscious rap talking Pac from Me Against the World, it don't fit. If you go gangster Pac from All Eyes on Me, the shit don't fit. The dead Pac that keep writing shit still don't fit. None of this shit fit.
I would have accepted B-Dot.
I would have accepted that too. That would have worked.
But not Tay-Rock, no. Shout out Tay-Rock, but no.
Shout out Tay-Rock. That's a fact.
That is a good match for me.
Okay. Daylight equivalent to Eminem. As in Marshall.
I know Mathers.
Yeah.
Antic wise, I can see what you're saying.
Not me, Bravado. Not me.
Yeah. Exactly what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
I do feel like Eminem has been beating the dead horse with the whole thing with Kim for years and his mom. I don't really think there's a horse that Daylight beats like that other than, well, I can't think of anything. I can understand how they got that. But if there was someone else, I might be willing to agree more.
All right. I'm gonna do just a couple more real quick. Loaded Lux, Jay-Z.
My mental ain't shit, but yes, I can agree.
Okay.
I can agree.
Mook as Biggie.
Mook is Biggie. Oh, I thought they was gonna say Mace because he'd be leaving and coming back.
Oh shit! Right? Oh shit!
Biggie. No, because Biggie even when Mook take his breaks, like he's been able to show, even just recently, that he can come and still perform and be just as relevant, just as fire currently. Um, and I sometimes I have a hard time thinking about Biggie's subject matter and his context and how he would translate right now
Okay.
or
All right.
through the 2000s with Nelly coming out, the Saint Lunatics, and Lil Jon Eastside Boys, and the Yin Yang Twins, and
Right.
you know, Pastor Troy, and then them guys, coming up out of Texas and stuff. Like, I'd be wondering, like, would Biggie have
Yeah.
been able to bad boy his way through that era?
Right.
Mook has showed through whatever era of battle rap he was in. It didn't matter what class it was. He delivered Mook every time. So I
Thanks.
think Mook is greater.
Okay. Let me give you two females real quick, and then we're gonna go to our last segment. Jazz the Rapper.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to the 2022
What?
Wody. Facts. Jazz the Rapper. Battle raps Nicki Minaj.
No, because they don't like to give Nicki Minaj her flowers. They don't even like to invite her places. They try to pretend like Nicki Minaj isn't in the lane that she's in, doing the things that she's doing. Granted, I will always, first and foremost, give recognition to Lil Kim and Foxy before Nicki. That doesn't mean that I won't give Nicki her just due.
Mm-hmm.
Jazz the Rapper don't give you no space to give her nothing. She take her respect, and you give her flowers because you can't deny her. It's no room that her name can't be mentioned in. It's no room she can't walk into. She's literally done things on her time when it's time to, and when it's time to is when she do it. And so I don't think there's a comparison for that. No.
Got you. Okay. The last one I'm gonna give you. Miss Hustle.
Yes.
Cardi B.
But I thought they was gonna say Remy just cause it was
See, I did too. That's what I thought but they went Cardi.
Cardi B. You know what? Short answer, I'm gonna say yes, because the first thing that came to me is people love to hate Cardi B and people love to hate Miss Hustle. Whether it's about her rapping, about her personal life choices, about who they think she is, how she may act in person in the spaces.
Right.
You go out with makeup or no makeup. Somebody always got some shit to say regarding her baby, her husband, something. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
give her flowers. People fuck with her. Her music hot. But if they get a chance to hate, they are going to. So, and I do think that Miss Hustle does deal with that a lot from fans and sometimes from counterparts as well. So I would agree with that one.
Okay, then all right. So that brings us to our last segment, and then we calling it, or we wrapping up. This is our last segment.
Okay.
So we have a thing called an egregious opinion, or egregious as fuck.
Egregious opinion.
Yes. This is where we normally go around the room and ask for everybody's egregious opinion.
Okay.
Nemo has stated that the woman from Friday, that Miss Parker from Friday, was not fine. She just had a big booty.
That's true.
Well, we got one on the side. Can't hate on the man's opinion.
Get tired of this here. All right, so what is your egregious opinion of the day?
About what? Anything?
Anything.
My egregious opinion. Ooh, one person go in front of me. I need to think about it real quick.
All right, then. All right. So, Mahala, what's your egregious opinion of the day?
That we need to stop letting people that can't rap let their homies lie to them. Stop. That's nasty. If he can't rap, get better, bro. Get better. It's okay to say you're not good at something and then you work towards it. Kobe wasn't the best shooter in the NBA when he started at 18.
Okay. Thank you for clarifying.
Yeah. But he became one of the best shooters. Like, don't sit there. Rest in peace to the Mamba too. Lakers all day. I don't care what y'all say. Like, nah, it's like if your man or your friend can't rap, tell him like, nah, bro, you can't rap, but you have potential to get better. That's it. Keep it 100.
All right. My egregious opinion of the day. Moon, are you ready? You want me to go?
I'm not ready.
Gotcha. Right. My egregious opinion of the day. The fact that a man on Twitter has comprised a fucking list of over 300 things that black men men cannot do any fucking more says everything that I need to fucking say. Leave us the fuck alone. Damn, we can't do shit. Just leave us the fuck alone sometimes.
Go to work, pay. That's it. That's the only thing we can do.
And that ain't even egregious. That's just the fucking truth. Leave us the fuck alone. We can't. We go out in the world. We have to worry if we gonna make it home safe. Then when we get home safe, we got a laundry. We got 300 lists of shit we can't fucking do. Leave us the fuck alone some damn times. How about that? How about that?
Wash your armpits because that's zesty. What, huh? Yeah. Nah, that's wild, guys.
Hey, don't let talk about you couldn't take a bath. Why I gotta be funky because of you? What if my shower head broke? But never mind. We hear another. That's neither here nor there. All right. Nemo, can you do yours? I know you got the delay and everything.
Yeah, real quick. People who wear socks in the ostriches butts. There's no way in the fuck you're comfortable sleeping with socks on, no matter what temperature inside of your house is. I said what I said. If you sleep with socks on, you on pure cocaine. That's pretty much it.
I'll be on pure cocaine.
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Oh my god.
The socks if it's like really cold because I sleep alone, so my feet are cold. I'll take them off once I warm up, but I need like go to bed with socks on. So yeah. Okay, my egregious.
So you have sniffed cocaine out of each other's butts. I got it. We good.
Nobody has participated in the use or selling of cocaine. Nobody has.
I sell detailing service. I don't know what they talking about.
I'm just a nigga from VA. But go ahead, Mo. What's yours?
I think people who coupon really don't have anything else to do, and it's. I mean, I get that you're saving money, but you're stockpiling some shit that you can't even use up in a year, and you're doing it for TikTok is really pissing me off. Like extreme couponers are extreme pains in the asses, and that's how I feel.
Make your butt itch, huh?
It's really worse than getting stuck behind somebody playing the lottery, and all you got is 2 pints of ice cream. Like they're gonna melt by the time you done playing your numbers. Like fuck out of here.
That pisses me off.
People who extreme coupon are paying.
Yeah, not even gonna hold you. I feel you on that. Moon, thank you so much for sitting down and chopping it up with us. We want you to stick around after we stop the recording. We want you to stick around. But real quick, thank you for sticking around. What you got coming up? What's on your books? What battles you got coming up? Talk about give me the list. What you got? Let's hear about it.
Make sure y'all follow me at RaineFireMoon. RaineFire_moon on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook is just RaineFireMoon, no underscore. Today's Wednesday. This Saturday, the 27th, Saturday Night Live in the Twitter Spaces, you have RaineFireMoon versus J Love. We are excited for Bars and Roses. Shout out Bars and Roses. Make sure you're following the Bars and Roses on Instagram. I'm sorry, not Instagram, on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
You have to put the THE Bars and Roses because the other page is not us. That is not us.
Gotcha.
Let's see. Headlining July 8th, Bars and Roses, the first live debut card for the entire league. We are doing, there's no name of the card yet, will be July 8th in Charlotte, North Carolina. I will be main eventing with the most anticipated battle from the spaces up until now, RaineFireMoon versus the Rock Lee from Bags and Bodies.
Woo! Okay.
Yeah, so we're finally getting that done. from the EFM through up until now. So
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
we're finally getting it. I would say we are the first ladies of the spaces. We
facts.
it over. We have shown that it can be a successful transition from the spaces to live and being known outside of that. So shout out to Rockley and Bags and Bodies. Um, Shout out the Roses. Taz, I know you guys have heard from her,
Mm-hmm.
previously known as Tara. So
Mm-hmm.
as now. Shout out to Nay, Key AV, Rock
Mm-hmm.
C. Um, excited. Like
It's gonna be a good call. I ain't gonna lie.
we are really we're excited. We're excited. We are a strong five. Uh we are very different,
Right.
but all the petals to a rose still make a rose.
That's a fact.
A rose by any other name is just as sweet. So we are Bars and Roses, the two guns that you see an actual pistol and you
Mm-hmm.
see the handgun because, yeah, we're sweet, we're roses, but we love our handguns and battle raps. So we got the one with the nails, and then we got our pistols. Concealed carry. We ready. Bigger nine.
Talking to
What,
Anyway. You go ahead.
so yeah. So bookings for me are open. You can contact Dejon T at Dejon T DajonTee on Twitter. Get to her on Instagram, Dejon.T Management. Um, Waiting on two battles to drop. So we're waiting on the Westworld battle
Mm-hmm.
with Joe, and then we're also waiting for. I had another battle. Which one was it? Oh, King hashtag on OSBL.
Okay.
Waiting for that to drop as well. We got Saturday Night Live this weekend, and then the Bars and Roses card. We found out who's hosting that, so stick around, stay tuned, make sure y'all are following us for who's hosting that. Um,
Thanks.
it is so freaking exciting.
Now, do you know if that event's going to be streamed or is it going to be uploaded, dropped? Do you know anything about that yet?
We do not know if it's going to be streamed. We're still learning something about it weekly.
Got you. Got you.
We only get bits and pieces right before y'all get them. So
Got you. So everybody, I'm gonna tell y'all now when y'all see this, it's a very good likelihood that this interview will have not dropped until after Bars and Roses, after the Saturday Night Live.
right,
So what I want you to do is also do exactly what she said. Go follow that page, stay up to date with them, and
right,
we're going to be in contact because Moon's one of us. Moon's honorary family.
Yeah.
So
right.
anything that Moon doing, we're going to be watching. So make sure you following us as well.
Yeah.
Moon, again, thank you
Thank
so much for taking time to sit down and chop it up with
you.
us. For myself, Mahala, for Nemo, we thank you guys for popping out. We really appreciate it. Thank you for taking time. Like, comment, subscribe,
Yeah.
and make sure you tune in for Bloodbath when it's time to July 21st. Thank you very much, Moon, again. We appreciate
Absolutely.
it.
Yep.
That's it. We appreciate you guys.